Hey guys, what's up? It's Shooter Greg. We are down here in the armory at the house, and just wanted to make a little video for you guys. I keep answering the same question, it seems, from friends and family about, uh, they're looking to exercise their Second Amendment rights about what gun should they buy, what gun should they carry, what do I have, and yada yada yada. So I'm going to start this video off by saying it is not a advertisement for any specific brand. Although you see a ton of Glocks in front of you here. And I'm also going to say that a firearm is a very personal thing, right? So you got to get one, obviously, that works for you, that feels good in your hands, ones that are okay as far as you carrying it, because if it doesn't feel good to carry, you're not going to carry it. Obviously, you want the gun to, you want to be able to shoot the gun. You want the gun to shoot well without being uncomfortable, not having a ton of recoil, not eating up your hand. Because again, guys, if it's not a good day to go to the range and you don't have a good time shooting it, then you're not going to do it. And obviously these guns take quite some time to get proficient with, not only with their use, but the way that you aim them, the way they fire, the recoil, loading them, field stripping them, and all that. So it definitely has to be a very personal thing. And so I have quite a bit of firearms, more than most, a lot less than some. So with that being said, I'm not an expert on the matter. I can just tell you I have experience with a lot of manufacturers. And when people ask me about different guns, I always kind of direct them to 3 different manufacturers: Glock, Smith & Wesson, and FN. Mainly because of their striker style, pistols. And so 2 of these I wanted to show you. I just picked up from mitchellsarmory.com. Not many of you guys have heard of them. Check them out online. Again, it's mitchellsarmory.com. So I picked up the Gen 3 Glock 19. I also picked up the Gen 5 Glock 17 MOS with the front serrations on it. And both of these guns, this is one I've been after for a while. I actually was looking to get this 19 I purchased. I have another one that's seen some use. This one's brand new in the box, so I'm going to get this. Hey, cool it. Cool it. This one's brand new in the box. I'm going to get an RMR cut for it, so I haven't done anything with this yet. I'm just waiting to have my guy give me a shout, let me know when he's got some time to cut that for me. But the reason why I got the 17 MOS, obviously, is because it's already set up for an RMR or whatever you prefer for your red dot. And that seems to be kind of the way of the future. I've tried it on a couple of pistols. I'm going to run it on this particular one, this one, and an FN 509, and just see if that's the way of my future. It may be the way of some of yours, but it takes a little bit to get used to, so we're gonna train up with them. But I talked to Matt about this particular gun. He said, hey man, I got it, no problem. Do you want it with or without the serrations? I said I want it with. The gun was here in 4 days. Same conversation. I was asking him, hey, if you get anybody that's trading in a Gen 3 Glock 19, I'd like to have it. And he asked me what I carry now, and I told him, I had the Gen 4 and the Gen 5. But I've always really liked my Gen 3. And it's solely personal preference, guys. The grip, different features about the gun. I'm not going to sit here and compare and contrast them. There's a ton of videos that do that. But this has always just been a gun that I've absolutely loved. And my Gen 3 has probably got 15,000 rounds or something through it. It's pretty worn out. We just replaced the barrel and the guide rod and everything. And to be honest, the barrel looked pretty good. But I wanted a new one, that it's worn and stuff like that. I just wanted a new one. And 2 days later, Matt called me and he said, man, you're not going to believe this. I got a line on a brand new Gen 3. I'm buying a couple of them. Would you like one? And I said, well, what kind of money are you talking about? Obviously, that's always the question. And he said cheaper than what you're willing to spend on a pre-owned one. So, guys, I got this gun for a little over $400. Again, that's mitchellsarmory.com. Check him out. So this particular gun, and this gun I bought it from from mitchellsarmory.com for about $100 cheaper than I could find it anywhere else online. So check them out. They have some prices on their site that are already discounted. If you contact Matt, who's the president and owner of Mitchell's Armory, and just kind of let them know where you are on your Second Amendment journey. Are you just starting out? Are you a guy that buys 10 guns a month? Are you a guy that buys 2 guns a year? Whatever it is. And he usually will give you a discount code that'll help you out quite a bit at checkout. All right, enough with that. The main reason why I made this video again was to show you some options. And people always ask about them, and I tried to explain the different sizing and things like that, right? So when we look for a gun, we're looking at what are we going to use this gun for? What's the main goal for this gun? Is it a everyday carry? Is it one that's going to sit on the nightstand? Is it something you want in your truck? Whatever the purpose for, that's where that should determine the size and everything else, right? So I told you I carried the Glock 19 quite a bit. It's kind of an all-around perfect carry size. Still plenty of length on the barrel to be accurate, but small enough to conceal without printing too bad or anything like that. With that being said, it's fall now. We're getting ready to go into winter, and you can carry a gun that's a slight, a little bit more bulk. If you want to carry your Glock 19X, you're not going to have any issues because you're going to have a sweatshirt or a coat on or something like that. It's not summertime, where the Glock 26, which is quite a bit smaller than the other ones. A lot of time referred to as the baby Glock. I know they have the single stack ones out now that are a little bit smaller, but that's a perfect summertime concealed personal, a concealed carry on your person firearm. Still have plenty of magazine capacity. That one's got the little extension on it, but you're getting a double stacked 9mm. That's going to give you 10 to 12 rounds, 13 rounds, depending on your situation, in an awesome shooting gun. So, again, a little bit bigger than that. You have the 19s. That's the Gen 4. That's the Gen 3. Then they came out this 19X, which essentially is a 17 frame with a 19 slide on it. And then they have the 17, which is kind of your full-sized combat pistol. And again, that's the reason why I have another one of these without the MOS or the front sight serrations, but that's the reason why I bought that. So think about what you're going to be, one gun might do everything. You might carry this Glock 26 all year round and be completely fine with it. If you do, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not saying you need 3, 4, 5 different guns to carry. What I'm saying is find the proper gun for you, and don't think because, you can carry this one with an overcoat on and you're comfortable doing that. If you don't want anyone to know you have a gun, obviously here in Virginia, you can open carry. I won't go into my thoughts on that. I'll just tell you it's not for me. And this gun would be fine for that. But, think about your philosophy of use, essentially. I use Glock because if someone said, hey, you have to have one gun, what would it be? It would probably be a Glock. Again, it would be based on the situation. My FNs are right there. And then again, the Smith & Wessons, you have those that are, man, they're real close. So again, essentially they're all the same style. Hammerless striker fire pistols. With all the internal safeties that make them, drop safe and all that. But you just need to think about the philosophy of use. And hopefully this video kind of gives you an idea of the different sizes, but it opens your eyes to seeing kind of what's out there and what you're going to use your gun for. Obviously, the answer is to protect me, my family, my loved ones, but at the end of the day, are you gonna be carrying it inside the waistband, outside the waistband? Is it gonna be on your person, which I highly recommend? Or are you looking for a gun that maybe you carry a 19 all day, and then when you get home, it gets set on the bathroom counter or something, but the 17 with the RMR and the weapons light on it never leaves your nightstand. You see what I'm saying? So And you could run your 19 like that, right? You could buy a 19 MOS with the slide, or yeah, with your slide pre-cut. Put your RMR or whatever red dot you like on there. Get a weapons light, and that could be, maybe it leaves right from your holster to the nightstand, and in the morning you pick it up and go with it. You don't have to have 3, 4, or 5 guns. You just got to make sure that when you purchase one, that it's the right gun, right? And it goes beyond the gun. Right, so we got to think about how we're carrying it. We got to have the right holster. Definitely carry a backup mag with you. You got to have the right mag holder. You got to have the right belt, right? So that whole piece of kit has got to work with one another, and it's got to be something that works for you. But if your first pistol, if it's not a Glock, you know, definitely make sure it's reliable. Take it to the range. I would put 200, 300, 400 rounds through the gun before you carry it, and make sure you don't have any issues. And you know, go from there. See what works for you. But don't buy one of these things. You know, throw it in. Don't buy a 17 giant combat pistol and throw it in your truck and think it's going to go bang when you pull the trigger. Yeah, it's a Glock. Yeah, it's made really well, but you got to make sure it works. I mean, you're going to trust your life to it. Anyways, guys, just wanted to do a quick little video. Let you know, one, if you're buying your first gun, there are a ton of options. Obviously, Glock is high up on that list. It's nothing fancy. It's going to go bang every time you pull the trigger, for the most part. Obviously, there's some other things involved there with ammo, but I won't go down that rabbit hole. You want to make sure that it's comfortable to carry so that you will carry it. And you want to make sure that it works for your philosophy of use. And another thing is your budget. So, you know, if you guys see these guns online and this gun says it sells for $550, look around. Check mitchellsarmory.com. Contact Matt. Maybe you buy this gun for $410, you know. Maybe this gun is $725 online. Maybe you pick it up for $560, $570. So shop, make sure it fits your budget too. Obviously, we got to have money left over for ammo and everything else. So if you guys have any questions, you can save your comments about being a Glock fanboy, because I have a ton more FNs than I do Glocks. But you guys can leave them below. If you like the video, that helps out. Subscribe. Try to build this channel back up. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. You want to say bye? Because you've been barking quite a bit. Huh? Tell everyone bye. Oh, now you're quiet.